Good morning, everybody. Lieutenant Commander Josh Buck. I'm the Prevention Department Head at U.S. Coast Guard Sector Long Island Sound, and I get the position to introduce this recognition event for Fireball Ferries Incorporated and the crew of the Fireball. And to kick this off, I wanted to turn it over to Captain Eva Van Camp to give some remarks in regard to the event that occurred on the Fireball.
Thank you, Lieutenant Commander Buck. Good morning, I'm Captain Eva Van Camp. I'm the Sector Commander for Sector Long Island Sound, and from my short time being here as Sector Commander, I can already see the incredible value of our port partners bring to the waterways. In the month of July, the Fireball of the Fire Island Ferries Fleet and Cape Henlopen of the Cross Sound Fleet rescued a total of 11 people from sinking vessels in Long Island and Connecticut. Without hesitation, they were there for their fellow mariners. I also appreciate the effort and coordination the team at Fire Island Ferries puts in every day to create a safe ferry operation that carries over 1 million people and vital supplies to and from Fire Island every year. Say Fire Island 10 times. Fire Island Ferries has been providing around-the-clock services to Fire Island for 72 years. That's amazing, wonderful. What started as an old fleet of wooden vessels, including rum-running boats and military surplus equipment, has turned into a modern fleet of 26 vessels, passenger vessels, tugboats, and 2 barges. With over 200 employees, Fire Island Ferries is a huge part of the local community, and its services are crucial to the local economy and to the life of Fire Island. It is truly an honor to issue this public service award to the crew of the Fireball today. I see these moments of public recognition for service to others and to our nation as a way to recognize maritime stakeholders for upholding our Coast Guard core values of honor, respect, and devotion to duty. These values that resonate in most, if not all, public sectors are important and epitomizes the crew of the Fireball that jumped into action, relying on their strong foundation of training and swiftly pulling 6 people from the water. I want to stop and highlight the focus and attention that the Fire Island Ferries places on training and safety and teamwork. Nothing demonstrates that devotion more clearly than the fact that their deckhand, Ms. Brabender, was only on her 2nd day as a qualified deckhand, having just completed the Fire Island Ferries deckhand training program. Despite the new role, her training and that muscle memory took over. The entire crew communicated flawlessly and worked in unison to make this amazing rescue and pull these people out of danger. I would now like to formally recognize your actions. I would normally thank you individually and shake each person's hands, but due to our social and physical distancing, please step forward when your name is called by Lieutenant Commander Buck.
Thank you, Captain. And now I'll read the names. And I failed in the beginning, but thank you, Town Supervisor Carpenter, for being here today as well, and Senator Boyle and Councilman Cochrane. Thank you for being here and helping us recognize the crew of the Fireball. And so first, I'd like to call up Senior Deckhand Anthony Celano. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you. Stand by, Captain. And Deckhand Kayla Brabender. Nice job. And Captain Luke Kaufman.
All right, Captain.
Nice job, Captain. All right, attention to award. Certificate of Merit to Fire Island Ferries Incorporated and the motor vessel Fireball crew. The Commander of Sector Long Island Sound takes great pleasure in presenting the United States Coast Guard Certificate of Merit to Fire Island Ferries Incorporated and the crew of the Fireball in recognition of their valiant achievements in response to a vessel in distress in the Great South Bay in the vicinity of Fire Island. On July 26, 2020, while underway, the crew of the Fireball noticed a vessel sitting low in the water. As the Fireball approached, the vessel suddenly capsized, tossing all 6 persons aboard into the water. The crew of the Fireball quickly sprang into action and maneuvered the vessel in 20-knot winds and dense vessel traffic while rigging the Fireball's recovery ladder for rescue operations. The heroic actions of the Fireball crew resulted in the timely rescue of all 6 persons in the water. Your actions are most heartily commended and are in keeping with the highest traditions of public service. Executed this 20th day of August 2020 at United States Coast Guard Sector Long Island Sound, and issued this day, the 25th of August 2020, for the Commandant, Captain Eva J. Van Camp, Commander, Sector Long Island Sound.
Congratulations, guys. All right, I'd like to turn it over to Madam Carpenter. Thank you. Give a little recognition, please.
Well, thank you to everyone for coming out this morning, and to the Coast Guard for sharing the wonderful history of Fire Island Ferries. It is an incredible company, 72 years, 200 employees, so much a part of the economy of Long Island, but more importantly in that, creating so many memories for people. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people going back and forth, creating memories with their families and friends, and there's something special about being a part of Fire Island and Fire Island Ferries. I'm joined today, and I'd ask you to come up, Councilman John Cochrane, who has a history himself with Fire Island Ferries, and a good one, a really good one, and a retired Navy captain. So the water means a lot to him for sure. And as the captain, Eva, said, it's a partnership, and we're joined also by members of the Suffolk County Police Department, the very, very special Marine Bureau. And they provide an incredible service to our residents along the barrier, and we appreciate your service year-round. I really mean that sincerely. But now to the recognition at hand. We have certificates too for these incredible honorees. Not quite as formal and special as what the Coast Guard is doing, but we do have certificates. And if you would help me, Councilman, for Captain Luke Kaufman, for Deckhand Anthony Celano, for Kayla Brabender, and to the crew of the Fireball, because it really is a team effort. So, Captain, if you would share that with your crew.
Thank you very much.
And again, on behalf of all of the residents of the town of Islip, and we are 330,000 strong, third largest town in the state of New York. But I'll tell you, one of the most special parts of our incredible town is Fire Island and Fire Island Ferries. So to Dave and your incredible team here, we thank you for what you do each and every day. John?
Thank you, Supervisor. Congratulations, crew. That's unbelievable. As we say in the Navy, bravo Zulu. That's a job well done. And here in the Great South Bay is a coordinated effort. The eyes of the captains and the crew of the ferries, working with the local Coast Guard, local law enforcement, or Harbor Patrol, keeping our citizens safe on the bay. And Captain, what you did out there with your crew is proven fact for that. So thank you very much. Thank you.
We'll go over to Senator Boyle. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain. Thank you, Commander. Members of the Coast Guard, thank you for what you do, and the Suffolk County Police Department, Marine Division, keeping our boaters and water community safe, but they can't be everywhere all the time. And you never know when people are going to be called on to help in a citizen's capacity to save boaters in distress. And that's why I want to thank and commend Fire Island Ferries and the great crew, Captain Kaufman, Anthony, Kayla. You never know when you're going to be called upon, right? I've probably taken the Fire Island Ferries 1,000 times in my life, back and forth to Fire Island. Never had one distress at all, and the vast majority of them don't. But this one day, they had the right team, the right crew, and the right training, thanks to the Fire Island Ferries, and could be a fairly senior person like Anthony, an old salt like Captain Kaufman, or on your second day. You never know what's going to happen. But they had their training, they thought quickly, and they probably literally saved lives. And for that, I want to thank you, commend you. Congratulations, crew.
Well, I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody on behalf of me and my crew for this recognition. We trained for this, like everybody said, we trained for this all the time. I'm glad that we could have been there at that particular moment, because I think had we not come upon that scene when we did, there probably would have been a different outcome. At this time, I'd also like to thank the Coast Guard, who was on an aided case nearby, and was able to get there within 5 minutes, as well as the Suffolk County Marine Bureau, who was there within 10 minutes, and to Jim Reynolds and his crew, who took care of the boat after it sank. This entire event, from the time we showed up until the time the Coast Guard took the passengers off our boat and took them back to shore, probably took no more than 15 minutes. It worked out very well, and I'm glad there's a happy ending. Thank you. Well, we were leaving Bayshore for our scheduled 5:50 trip over to Fire Island, and normal trip, very few passengers going to the beach on a Sunday afternoon. Got off of Islip and just happened to look out the starboard door and saw some people off in the distance trying to flag us down, and it didn't take long for us to see that they were in distress and the boat was going down. So headed off to starboard, came up upon them slowly, and once they saw us coming to their rescue, they started to really panic. And when they started to panic, as we pulled up to them, the boat rolled over, and they went into the drink. And I didn't even have to ask my crew. It was outstanding. They were already on top of it, going to grab the boarding ladder, which we mount up on the bow, and it's mounted on a bow rail, goes into the water, and from there we can get the people out of the water. And we were so close on top of them, I couldn't see what was going on. So besides assisting them getting up the ladder, they were giving me direction as far as how close to get or to back down. And like I said, I think the whole thing probably took 6-7 minutes, would you say, by the time we pulled up on them and got them out of the water. And like I say, luckily, there was a Coast Guard boat within a couple miles of us that was already en route to us. And they pulled up alongside, took them aboard the Coast Guard boat and brought them back to Bayshore. And we pretty much continued on our regular trip. We might have been 10 minutes late. And then Suffolk County showed up, as well as Towboat US, Jim Reynolds and his crew, and they secured the boat so it wouldn't become a navigational hazard and towed it into Bayshore. The training is incredibly important. I mean, 99% of the time, you have a bluebird day like this, and the duties of the crew a lot of time get overlooked, because you're basically just going through the motions of going to point A to point B and come back. But you're training for all kinds of situations that can happen mechanically on board your own boat, as well as helping out in an AIDA case somewhere else. I mean, I've been here more than 40 years, and in that time, I've done probably four rescues somewhere around this caliber, and all with good endings.